Yo, 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 what's going on, y'all? It is none other than the Nate working on the papechanger today. That's what's going on. Doing some SwiftUI. We're going to be in Xcode. This is going to be lit. This is going to be hype. This is going to be dope. This is going to be fun. And this is going to be a good time. So who's ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Got to get my good old Xcode open. And I'll explain what we're doing today. There's going to be some work on papechanger, the finest wallpaper application that I've ever written. We're going to be doing some fine work. We're going to learn how Swift works. Going to be doing some file system stuff, some image stuff, some conditionals, some for loops, all sorts of things. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Oh no, I forgot to turn my camera on. Oh, how dumb do I look? You can't even see. I'm not even on camera. Also, the illusion is failing. My camera window with no camera doesn't look much like a window now, does it? For some reason, I'm too stupid to get my camera going. There we are. Hello, friends. So today I'm wearing the old Buc-ee's t-shirt. So there's a couple of things that just aren't exactly what I'm looking for in papechanger, and we need to clean those bad boys up. First and foremost, Cam says D's. Thank you, Cam, for the D's. I don't know what that means. If you could enlighten me. But in papechanger, when you are initially setting it up, what you need to do, bucket-ease. Initially, what you got to do is you got to pick a wallpaper to kind of set it off to start off the first one. When you click on pick wallpaper, it pulls up this window that says, please pick a wallpaper. And then you click select, and then it pulls up, a file browser, and you can pick, you search your pictures folder, and then you go through, into your wallpapers folder, and then you pick one of your random wallpapers. Let's go with the Arial ones. Then you pick one, and that starts off the whole papechanger thing by selecting your first wallpaper. And then when you change the wallpaper, it changes between that directory. And then when you change directory, it selects a random one. The whole thing starts when you pick a wallpaper. So why am I forcing my users to click pick wallpaper and then click select to get this window? This is absolute nonsense. This was from back when I was an amateur Swift programmer, a month ago. Not when I'm a pro Swift programmer like I am now. So that'll be the first thing we'll do. So right here we have button pick wallpaper. It runs open window with an ID selector. Also, I don't know what these are about. Get rid of those bad boys. So then this open window, this is like an environment variable that is passed into this bad boy. And it just pulls up a view that says, please pick a wallpaper. And then the action is to select the wallpaper. So what I can do is I can just replace this whole thing, make it so that this button, what it does is, let's see. I'm just going to have it throw open. Let's see. How do I do this? Do I just do this? Action select pape. Is this going to be all I need? Copy. So this in here. Button change wallpaper. Action select pape. And then actually I need nothing. Will this just works, TM? Oh, cannot find select pape in scope. So where is that function? Why can't I do it? Oh, I see. So it's in pape selector view. But I don't think I need any of that at all. I think I can just put this function at the top level and it'll just unironically work TM. So let's copy this, move it out here, and then does this suddenly work out? Come on. It does. So let's run it. And build failed. Why is it mad at me? Cannot find dismiss in scope. Oh no. Expected in curly at the end of brace statement. Okay, so that last one was probably on me. So this dismiss doesn't exist. But I actually don't think I need that. I think I can totally ignore that dismiss. And then, let's see. This is, in fact, a mismatch closing brace. So let's close that bad boy up. There we go. Now it says there's 0 errors. So let's run it. Building. 2 of 39. Build succeeded. Let's go. If I click pick wallpaper, does it? Did it? Is it? Oh. It just showed up in another window. So that's a darn shame. So what am I doing wrong? So this pape selector view actually can go away if I'm right about this. And of course this is all in version control, so I don't really care if I get rid of it. I actually don't think I need SwiftUI anymore. I don't need this preview. So this does a good old NS open panel, which I don't know if that's a problem. Let's see. Let's quit out of all the other instances of papechanger just to make sure we only have one running. That's going to be important. And build this bad boy yet again. Build failed. Cannot find pape selector view. Oh no. Oh, so I have this other window here that really isn't doing anything for me. Neither is this open window thing or this dismiss thing. Neither of those are doing anything for me. Button, pick wallpaper. Did I? I did the wrong one. This one should have been the select pape one. So we'll just cut that out of here and paste it here. So this change wallpaper, that's the one that I'm going to need to so that's going to be pape selector view, utility. That's going to call change pape dir. Change pape dir. So this one's going to be action change pape. Oh, sorry, not change pape dir. Change pape. So now this should run, right? Wrong. Cannot find open window. Where's open window being called? Am I even using that? Papechanger app.swift, open window. Pfuh, I don't need this. Don't need it at all. Ugh, what am I even thinking? Weak turnout tonight so far. You know, you win some, you lose some. All right, so let's try this one more time. Go. Cannot convert value of type void. Oh, I see. There we go. There we go. It's moving. Build succeeded. Let's pick wallpaper. There we go. We got it, boys. We got it. Let's select one of these bad boys. Let's do the outtake mouse sensor. And it selects it. And that is fantastic. So now, change wallpaper should still change my wallpaper. Choose a wallpaper directory, should choose a wallpaper directory. Let's go with the comfy ones. Ooh, very comfy. Ooh. Let's pick a wallpaper directly. Let's go with, I don't know, one of these dark ones. And it does it. So we've got that cleaned up, saved everyone a click. And I mean, with the zillions of people that have this, let's click with same functionality equals W. Indeed. Yes, that is right. I will save zillions of hours on the quadrillions of people that have this bad boy installed. Now here's the problem. All the logs to apps that are run are saved somewhere on the computer, which means that I am ruining people's hard drives by writing all these logs. So let's kill those logs as well. So setting wallpaper, that's going to be in utility.swift, I think. No. This is printing out from... I bet these are all printing out from the internal tool. And if that's the case, I'm not going to worry about it. So that's like an easy win to get started on this bad boy. But the tough one. To Heavens Dota says, nice app. Now let's see Paul Allen's. Paul Allen doesn't have an app. He's a banker. He doesn't have any apps. Or an executive. What do they do in that job? What the hell was Paul Allen's job? Or I guess it was just like vice president of some corporation. And that's what all of them did. Anyway, Paul Allen doesn't even have an app. Get out of here. If Paul Allen made an app, he'd probably write it using some bullshit cross-platform GUI framework. It wouldn't look good. He died in 2018. Damn, rest in peace, Paul Allen. Forgotten, but never forgotten. Anyway, he would probably have used some cross-platform GUI framework. He'd probably be using Qt or something. It would look like dog shit on Mac. It would look like dog shit on Windows. And much like everything else, it would look like dog shit on Linux. So Paul Allen's app, yikes. But my app, I mean, it's beautiful. It runs up here. It does the thing. You can pick the thing. It's great. The cancel button works fine. I don't think it locks up like it used to. For some reason, it used to lock up and stop working, but it hasn't done that in a long time. So I think I fixed it, probably through hard work and effort. Certainly wouldn't have just done it on its own. To Heavens Dota, what is Primogen Thick? Come on, man. If you're going to be using emojis in here, you got to be using my emojis. I mean, look at these emojis. Look at that. You're missing out on the good emojis. All you got to do to get these good emojis, these good emojis. All you got to do is subscribe, and you get those sick emojis, those classic emojis, those perfect emojis. Anyway, back to work. So what I've noticed is when you click choose a wallpaper directory, what happens is you're just given this list of text. Who cares about Marcus316 says Marcus? Or sorry, Nox316 says Marcus? Anyway, who wants text? This is lame. This is cringe. This is boring. This is oof. This is yikes. What we need is some sort of preview. So let me throw open Adobe Illustrator. Let's hope I don't already have something up. And I'll show you what I want to see in this window. All right, new file, don't care. So what we see right now is basically, is this what I want? Perfect. Nope, I'm getting rid of Adobe Illustrator. This is getting on my nerves. Don't save. Let's open up Krita, actually. I was going beyond my bounds trying to open up Adobe Illustrator. I'm a little too stupid. Let's throw Krita up there. Got arms crossed, got the papechanger icon, got this bird. No idea what I was doing with that bird. Anyway, new image, custom document, doesn't matter. Create. So right now, the list looks like, let's do just a standard black. Let's make it a little smaller. So right now you have this list of things, and then you have your directory, and this is so boring. This is so lame. Whoa, what is that? Two Heavens Dota. Squid 1, Squid 3, Squid 2, Squid 2, Squid 4. I think you're supposed to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you screwed that one up a little bit. Maybe give it another shot. Cam says Marcos. Anyway. So you have your list of items, and this is boring. So what I'd like to have is the list, but when you hover over it with the mouse, what I'd like is like the ones you don't have selected to stay words. But when you select it, I want to get huge, and then have the words, and then also pictures of example wallpapers that might show up. Actually, I don't want it to look like that. I'd rather each one be something like maybe this kind of size, and then have the words, and then just have like one image that is each 1/4 one of the images. So maybe this is like part of a sun, and this is part of a tree, and this one's part of, I don't know, a gun. So basically you have an image, and then you crop out each corner. Yeah, you take 4 images, you crop the corner of all 4 images, and then you get it. So like when you're doing UI design, what you want to do is like if you have like, so when you have this, and they'll have like the images, and then the words. So right here you'll see I have the words, and then right here I'll see you have the images, and then as you move your mouse up and down, and back up and down, and back up and down, then it'll expand. Like, so like instead of the list being this long, it'll like expand up into this area a little bit, but then you'll still have the list items, if that makes sense. So I think this is, maybe I need to highlight it in red. I think that'll really explain. So you have the words, the image, and then as you move your mouse up and down, you'll have this like creative expression. So that's what I'm working on. Not going to save it. Got him. Shout out to Edgy Water. Two Heavens Dota says, I understand completely. Hey, buddy, watch out your spelling. You spelled it as completely instead of completely. I wouldn't worry about it. You're probably fine. It's an easy mistake. So anyway, this is where it gets dicey. Dicey. So we have this directories list, which is fantastic. So you get the directory candidates, and then you add these paths, and then the body of the directory list is just all of the directories, which you've already put into a list of directories here. And then all the directories have their own little thing that gets expressed up here. So what we need to do is make it so that each one gets an image applied to it. So this is where the stream stops being so entertaining, and it's just me looking up how to open up a file from the file system and operate on it as an image throughout the thing. So what we'll do is the view of each one is a horizontal stack of the button. Let's see, it has the display name and the action of change pape deer. And then I wonder, can I add things inside of this button? If I do this, can I just say like text something? Will this let me do that? Can I convert? I cannot find text. Oh, capital T, text. Always need the capital T, timeout. Cannot convert string to expected type button. Okay. All right, so this is going to be difficult to me. Developer documentation. Love documentation. Text. Let's see how absolutely stupid I am to not be able to do text, and it's not even letting me search. All right, let's try this again. Text. Enter. Text. Wow. All right, well, that's something else. Text. Let's try this again. Displays text on the screen. Text, a view that does whatever. Text, and then you put the thing in there. Yeah, did I do that wrong? What if I do text outside of the thing? Oh, had the wrong thing copied. Text. Wow. And get rid of this because we don't need that. And let's run this bad boy. And then allegedly, if I did this right, each one should say wow above it. So you have the wow, but now it's not inside the button. How do I add extra? Are we starting our iOS arc, Nate? I'm always in an arc of some sort. I mean, as soon as a friend of mine, a buddy of mine, I know a lot of people. One of them, very good developer, allegedly. As soon as a .NET developer of mine gets off of paternity leave, because he just had a kid, but as soon as he gets off of paternity leave, I'm going to go through a whole Windows arc and redo all of this stuff in .NET for my native Windows client for papechanger, because I do good stuff and I want all of my things to be exactly correct for the platform they're on. Hence why I'm not using a cross-platform UI library for all this stuff. I want everything to be right. So right now I'm working on Mac OS because it's unironically the most accessible for proper UI programming. And then I'll move to Windows, which is the second most accessible. And then I'll just ignore Linux entirely, just like the rest of the world. I say so many mean things about Linux. I like Linux. It's not aesthetically pleasing. And as a not particularly aesthetically pleasing person myself, I despise Linux. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So what we have is inside of this chooser thing, we can have extra stuff, but I don't know how to add it into a button. Can I make a button like massive? Like I see in some of these apps, they add extra stuff. Like this button has these things and these things. And this button has one of these bad boys and a little icon. And some of these are even fancier. Like, look at this. Like, what's going on over here? So if the Apple people can figure out how to put like buttons within their buttons, I should be able to get an image within a button. Like that would make sense, right? Like I'm not smoking crack here. I'm not crazy. So how do we get something inside of a button? Let's throw open the help for this. Where is the help for it? Edit all in scope, show quick help. Show quick help. No, that's not what I want. Jump to definition. Create code snippet. Ooh. No, I don't know where the help for button is. I'll just open up the this bad boy. Button. A control that initiates an action. Button, action, sign in, text, sign in. Okay, so you just provide an action and a label. So I've clearly done something wrong. I've give it a display name and an action. So instead of the display name, I will Command X that bad boy. Oh, I did that wrong. That was a Command C. Doesn't matter. So then I will give it a label called text. And then it will, I hate that automatically closing brackets. So this should give me the same thing I have, but with another view inside it, if I did that right. This is a learning experience, folks. If you do know Swift, feel free to join my Discord server and come on the stream and yell at me. I can use all the help I can get. And look at this. So this works the same. Paper wallpaper directory, old tech. There we go. So that works the same, which is great. So now I have that in there. So what I'm going to do is have the text be display name. And then I need to figure out how to, what do I need to figure out how to do? I need to figure out how to make it so that when you hover over the button, it activates more stuff. So can I do I know there's an on hover thing that exists. I don't know how to use it or what I'm doing at all or anything at all. That's it. So we'll see. Let's see, adding buttons to containers, blah, 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 list, got it. Ooh. Make them red. Ooh. Styling buttons. Can I do a style? Dot button style dot bordered. Dot button style dot bordered. What does that do? Ooh, this looks nice. Let's run it. Ooh. Yeah. All right, let's see what this bad boy looks like. This is the same. No, there's just no lines between them. I think that was it. Are there other button styles? Can I do oh, I was hoping tab would bring me through those options. Also, wow, look at that. Look at the Primogen Sun. That's a good emote. That's a classic. I'm a little annoyed when I see that emote because I look really fat in it. Like if I recreate it, I'm still fat, but I'm nowhere near as fat as I was before when I did that the first time. Been losing some weight. Good old no sugar, no grains. Shout out to my boy Vegetables. Anyway. Can I do plain? Is that going to give me something? Run it. You're doing the Tate power pose. Every pose I do is a power pose by definition. Every pose. All right, these all look the same. All right, this button style thing was a waste of everyone's time. I'm sorry. Guys, I take it back. I apologize. Oh, no, I'm down to 4 viewers. They did not like the power poses. What else can I do with a button? Init. Localized string protocol, button roll. Thoughts on Schopenhauer? I'm not sure. Schopenhauer, is that something I should know about? Is that like Oppenheimer? Schopenhauer. Arthur Schopenhauer was a German philosopher. He is best known for his 1818 work, The World as Will and Representation, which characterizes the phenomenal world as a manifestation of a blind and irrational nominal will. This guy's hairline is busted. That's my thoughts on Schopenhauer. I'm glad you asked. Also, he's dead, so rippin' Power King, I guess. Anyway, so there's an on hover. This is in wallet. I don't want that. On hover, on Hobart, hover. Is there a SwiftUI on hover? There we go. Adds an action to perform when the user moves a pointer over or away from the view's frame. On hover, perform action, add escaping, bool, void, sum, view. So this is what I want. Return value, a view that triggers action when the pointer enters or exits the frame's view. Interesting. So I think, let's see. A view that triggers action when the pointer enters or exits the view's frame. So do we put the on hover out inside of the button? Like on capital on hover. Nope. On hover. Hovering in. Let's do text. Hello. And then, or do we do button dot on hover? Goodbye. I don't know how this works. Let's just unironically run it. Wait, result of text initializer unused. What does that mean? Shouldn't it return a view? If I return a view, won't it just do what it is? Like, I feel like I'm gonna get nothing when I do this. This is gonna be useless. It's gonna be useless. Useless. All right, it's not running. Also, it's mad at me. Result of text initializer is unused. Result of text initializer is unused. Ignoring duplicate libraries. Lobc. Running papechanger. All right, it's not even popping up. So this was a bust. Is there like an if? Can I just do like an if statement? Is there a SwiftUI if? What? What is this? Does anyone know what this is? This is... Guys, I know I claim to be a good developer, but I don't know what any of this means. Mauve X3 XO. Mauve XO X23. Mauve. Oh, I see what they're doing here. No, this makes sense. It's clearly a stub symbol for probably something like swift.get witness table. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Got it. Anyway, let's ignore that. Let's get back to a building state so it doesn't so I'm not assaulted with a bunch of assembly ever again. Okay, so here we are. We're back. Let's just calm down with some Japan comfy. Wow, what a comfy Japanese hallway, I guess. Wow. Anyway. On hover, perform adds an action to perform when the user moves your pointer over or away from the view's frame. Parameters. Action. The action to perform other blah, blah, blah. If the pointer is in the view's frame, the action closure passes true as a parameter, otherwise false. Return value. Stuff. Discussion. Things. All right. So let's try this again. Let's do a var show extended bool. And then in this initializer, we'll do self.show extended equals false. So now we have this extended thing, and then we will, in the H stack, have something called if. There's like a SwiftUI if, I think. I swear it's in here somewhere. Scenes, windows, immersives, modal presentation. Modal. Is there an if on like whether it's going to show up? Well, that was useless. Toolbar, search, app extra, data and storage, views. Yeah. Layout fundamentals, custom layout lists, tables, lists. Event handling, gestures, input events, clipboard, focus, system events. I'm just going to Google conditional view Swift. Conditional view Swift. How to create a conditional model. Oh no, I've been here before. Yeah, so there is an if. And an else. Hey. So let's is it just lowercase if? Am I dumb? I might be dumb, guys. Guys, I think I'm dumb. Anyway, so we'll do an if show extended, then we will give it a text extended. In this H stack, which actually I want to be a V stack, but let's not worry about that. This is a capital TX, a text, not a text. Say it with your chest, says SwiftUI. Building, building, building. Let's see. It didn't change it at all. Guys, it didn't change it. Oh, of course, I didn't do... How stupid. I need to do a Do I want this in here? Is this right? Also, I don't know what this is about. I'm going to get rid of it. I didn't do the on hover thing. That was my mistake. So the button dot on hover, hovering in, show extended equals hovering. Now this should be it. Why didn't it like me? Cannot assign to property self is immutable. Why is self immutable? Isn't there like a tag I can put on here, like at state? Is that what I want? Oh, I actually just fucking nailed it. Okay. Fantastic. All right, please work, please work. It didn't work. It's not working. Is there like a console.log? What is it called? Print? I want to get some print line debugging. I think that's the thing that the Apple ecosystem is missing, is a lot of print line debugging. You know, everyone has it in C, everyone has it in Go. Most people have it in Rust, but like print line debugging, that's necessary. I don't see any print line debugging going on. Where's my console? Is this my console? Where is the old console? Can I like view the console? There's a whole debug area? How do I activate the old thing? All right, well, that didn't do anything. Inspector. Basically, inspector gadget. Show library, useless. Enter full screen. Full screen? I don't want full screen. Where's my good old console? Console. Type. Let's just throw them all down. Sure. There's nothing in the console. If I change my wallpaper, will things print? Okay, so clearly things are printing to the console, but when I hover over the thing, the on hover isn't activating. Why isn't on hover activating? Let's look this up. Button on hover SwiftUI. You can override the default implementation with a project version. This is like a lot of stuff. Use the SwiftUI version of button, title, action, on hover, inside, if inside, ns cursor, pointing hand dot push, and ns cursor dot pop. Huh. The example will replace all local instances. I don't think I want to replace stuff. Is there a better way to do it? On hover and hover effect. Ooh, what's hover effect? All right, text, foreground style, whatever, on hover, over in, text equals over. Text equals over text. Oh, I see. So this is a good old ternary. Some real nerd stuff, but you know, whatever. On hover, perform. Draggable activates the throw as a source of drag and drop operation. Drop destination, item provider, whatever. Beta software, subject to change. How dare they? How dare they disrespect me like that? So is there like clearly there's an on hover that I can attach to this button. What's wrong with this? Why is it broken? It should at least print out test to the console. Like if I have print test 2, This one should be printing test 2 all over the place. Oh, it's not. Okay, so that might be a problem. Guys, I am so horrifically lost. I have no clue what I'm doing. If show extended, what if I just say show extended equals true? Will that at least do something? Just need to feel something, man. Just need to feel something. Okay, so the extended thing works if extended is true. So let's change that back to false. Maybe it's not state. Maybe is it at like mutable or something? Mutable? Mutable collection? No, it was at state, I think. State object? No, didn't like that. Just needs to be at state. Can read and write a value managed by SwiftUI. SwiftUI. Huh. So now I'm at a loss. Do I say self.showExtended equals hovering? Could that be it? Well, that didn't do it. Back to the Google. SwiftUI button extend on hover. How to apply on hover to individual elements. It needs on hover on a per view base. Well, yeah, I know that. How do they do this? For each HStack, blah, blah, blah. On hover, hover in, if hover, self.hovered, else self.hovered, reset, of course. And then, of course, it has some sort of... I can't read other people's code. Other people's code is unreadable, utterly trash, yikes, cringe, oof. So that's how they're doing it. State var hovered equals false. And then on hover, self.hovered.toggle. Ooh. I'm not going to do that. Change modifier. That sounds complicated. So on hover, perform that whole thing. Also, this should probably go inside of here. And I actually probably want this in a VStack. Like that. A V capital S stack. A V stack. Say it with your chest. And I've lost 2 more viewers. Man, you guys really don't like actual programming. All right, let's try this bad boy again. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. But if I set this to true, does it work? Does it do what I want it to? True. Capital T. Lowercase t. True. Just a true. None of that capital nonsense here. Inside voices only. Oh. Can I not put a VStack inside a button? What is wrong with this button? Why can't I put things inside of buttons? SwiftUI vstack inside button. That's a whole bunch of nonsense. It says extra arguments. So back to the old button. Control that initiates an action. Create a button by providing an action. A label. The action is either a method or a closure. Label is a view that describes a button's action by showing text, an icon, or both. A label of a button can be any kind of view, such as text for text-only tables, or label for buttons with a label and icon. Bunch of other stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Adding buttons to containers. Okay. Cells that show all the current folders. Blah, blah, blah. A cell that when selected adds a new folder. Great. Simply create a context menu that initiates an action. Add a button to the context menu's modifier content closure. Okay. Assigning a role. Got it. Destructive button. Ooh, destructive. Scary. If you don't specify a role for a button, the system applies an appropriate default appearance. Good. Styling buttons. Good. You can also create custom styles, custom stuff. Customize both appearance and interaction behavior. Create a style that conforms to primitive button style protocol. Custom styles can also read the button's role and use it to adjust the button's appearance. All right. To add custom appearance with standard interaction behavior, create a style that conforms to the button style protocol. Is this what I want? Type this. It applies standard interaction behavior and a custom appearance to all buttons within a view hierarchy. I don't think I want that. Creating a button with an image resource. Creating a button with a system image. Creating a button from configuration, from app intent, initializers, relationships. Conforms to view. Huh. So, legitimately, am I allowed to not do anything inside of a button? Is that my problem? Like, I tried doing this VStack with display name in it and this other thing. Can I just do like text display name, text, whatever? Is this not going to show? Does it only show the one thing? Could that be what my problem is? What my problem has been this entire time? Am I just too stupid to use this properly? Yeah, I am. Nope, that's it. It'll only show the first thing. So if I do text the first thing, is it just literally only going to show me the first thing every time? Yep. So that is literally how it works. A button cannot do anything other than what we want. So is there a way to make the button bigger? Like, how do we do that? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. So how do we make the button bigger? Let's just look through all the stuff we can do. Padding, frame. Positions this view within an invisible frame having specified size constraints. Disabled. Font. Accessibility stuff. A lot of accessibility stuff. Ooh, animations. Aspect ratio, background. Ooh, background. Wonder what I can do with that. Can I do a cyan? Oh. Let's take a look at that bad boy. Run it. We getting cyan buttons? Ooh. Let's take a look. We're not getting cyan buttons. All right, so that was useless. And honestly, we don't even need this VStack. Editor. Code folding. Fold. Oh, I didn't actually want that. Editor. Code folding. Unfold. Editor. Code section structure. Reindent. All right. I've screwed something up. Why is it mad at me? Oh. We need another one of these. Now it's got it. So this is all fantastic stuff. Down to 2 viewers. Great. Just so that you know, you guys are the real ones. Everybody else, a fake one. Ugh. Let's get back to the work. So for some reason, you're not allowed to do what you want inside of a button. So can we make like a new thing that goes in there? Because all we really need is a box that on hover, the background turns blue. So instead of button, can we do like, it's like an on click thing you can do. So let's just do text. Let's make it text, have the display name. Then we do on click, on submit, and then have it do change pape deer. Can we do that? Will that just work? And then get rid of the button entirely? // Will this work? Will this do the same thing? And honestly, who's to say that these aren't, this won't? Guys, this doesn't do it. It's not doing it. It's just a bunch of unclickable nonsense. What if we try on, is there on anything else? On tap gesture? On drag, on appear, on disappear. We have on hover. On key press. Long press gesture, on change. How do you on click? Is there something in the Xcode documentation that can tell me about clicking? Click. That's WebKit. That's AppKit. I don't want any of that. Mouse. Game controller stuff. Huh. Oh, down to 1 viewer. Great. Got rid of everyone. Well, that's just dandy. You'd love to see it. Let's see. Text. Action on click. SwiftUI. How to set text for text field in SwiftUI on button click. Button. Well, this is just a button. I don't want this. A control that initiates an action. But why? Such as text view for text-only labels, or label view for buttons with a title and an icon. In common cases, you can use convenience initializers. Button, adding buttons to containers. So we have styling buttons. Button with an image resource. Action escaping void. Creates a button that generates its label from a localized key string and an image resource. Interesting. Action perform, the image resource to look up. Creates a label view on your behalf and treats the localized key. Let's check this label view. Standard label for interface items consisting of an icon with a title. You have an image and an icon. This is not what I want at all. So how do these other buttons that have interesting things going in, like how does this work? What are these? What are these? What are those? Whoa, hold on. Portrait. Studio light. Sorry. Reactions. I don't want that either. Mic mode standard. What is up with this reactions thing? How does this work? Is this something? I don't know what macOS is doing. Why did macOS do this? Like this is some nonsense. Like who cares? I want to see the difference between me with and without the macOS version of Studio Light. Darkens the background a little bit. That's fun. What's the portrait do? Oh, that blurs my background like slightly more. That's fun. Anyway, back to work. I am not sure what to do now. I'm down to one viewer. Is that one viewer just me? How did I lose everyone? I guess by being bad at code. Huh. Interactivity, scroll tags, taps and gestures. Taps. Oh, maybe it's on tap gesture that I want. On tap gesture. Maybe that'll do it. Let's run that bad boy. All right, so clearly that didn't work. Maybe I want to do the dot on tap gesture change pape deer. Maybe I want to do this on, not on the text, but on the H stack itself. Could that be what I'm doing? Could that be what I need? Oh baby, you got what I need. You say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend. Oh baby, you got what I need. Nope, that didn't do it. All right, so this is absolutely a bust. We don't need this anymore. Maybe I can just cope and say that it is actually fine the way it is, and then just not worry about it. Oh yeah, this picture goes hard. AI generated this bad boy. I mean, how hard does that picture go? Anyway. Whoa! Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Rides Hangout says, let me give you some inspiration with one of my favorite Schopenhauer quotes. It is difficult to find happiness within oneself, but it is impossible to find it anywhere else. That is a fantastic Schopenhauer quote. Also, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. All I know is that I will be able to find happiness within myself if I can figure out how to do this stuff with SwiftUI. I'm a little dumb, and I simply cannot figure this out. I mean, I came in here hot with making this pick wallpaper button work properly, which is great. But now I'm just I just feel like a dum-dum. And when I say that, I mean I'm just blaming Apple for all of their failings. Let's go with the Pantone ones. Let's go with this one. Boom. Fantastic. What Pantone color is this? 18322-4. Radiant Orchid. So this is... I'm just gonna real quick get rid of that. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Maybe do a new line here. Let's before we ruin this more, we can just real quick before this gets ruined more. I'm just gonna commit this to version control. Where is the version control button? Changes. Uncommitted changes. 4. Stage all. Commit message. Remove intermediate window when selecting... what's that thing called? Remove intermediate window when selecting initial wallpaper. Commit. And push. And push straight to master. Got him. But why? Why can't I put whatever I want inside a button? SwiftUI button size. Can I like not modify it? Button size using control size modifier. Mini, small, regular, large. Those are the only options. Great. So I can do padding, do other stuff, but can I do like a multi-line SwiftUI button? You can use button method line limit. Interesting. Line limit. Line limit nil. And then can I do more text over here? Text something else. Run it. Let's see what we got. Nope, that doesn't do it. All right, well, so much for that. I think they just don't want me to get ahead in life. I think SwiftUI just says, you know what, people like you, Nate, we're not going to allow it. Not allowed. Not going to happen. So let's go back to the menu bar in Swift. And actually, you know what? We want the official help. Help. Developer documentation. Menu bar. Displays menu items along the top of the screen. Fantastic. Oh, I don't like this. What is it? TVML? TVML? Yikes. Menu bar extra. Scene that renders itself as a persistent control in the system menu bar. Wow, I have one of those. Use menu bar extra when you want to provide access to commonly used functionality even when your app is not active. App with menu bar extra. App storage, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Menu bar extra, status menu, great. App menu, great. An app that only shows in the menu bar will be automatically terminated if the user removes the extra from the menu bar. For apps that only show in the menu bar, a common behavior of the app is not display its icon either in the dock or the application switcher. I've already done that. Topics in it. init content, creates a menu bar with a string to use as a label, localized string. Menu bar extra with an image resource, relationship, scene, sendable. So menu bar extra. So I'm wondering if I can do another one of these arrow things, and then whenever I have it highlighted, instead of showing a submenu, it'll show the preview. Like, is that something I can do? Have it show a preview? I wonder if that'll work. Menu bar extra. Why is modal presentations here? Could this be what I want? Could I have accidentally stumbled onto what I want? I'm not sure. But like, I also want to know how they got this. Like, what is this about? This is like a live window view showing in the menu bar. Like, how does that work? Image in menu bar SwiftUI. How to properly size a menu bar extra with a menu icon with a custom image. This isn't what I want. Popovers in menu bar for Mac OS. This might be what I want. SwiftUI popover. Popovers and pop-up menus. SwiftUI popover is a essential tool. Oh, and it's a video. Oh, I think this is a different thing. But let's see if we can do it. Button dot popover. And the item, attachment anchor, arrow edge, content. Runs popover using the given item as a data source for the popover's content. So the item will be binding identifiable, content identifiable, returns a view. So I don't know how to do that. Let's look at the official documentation. Popover. Popover role, popover. That's not what I want. NS popover. Where's the SwiftUI popover? Can I... is there a quick help? Show quick help. Search documentation. Did I spell this wrong? Is it capital P? Capital P popover? No. Lowercase p popover. This is very confusing. Also, thank you to the 4 viewers that have stuck around and or came back. Popover SwiftUI menu bar. Create a menu bar application using SwiftUI. Aaron Wright, thank you. Let's take a look. Well, this is all neat stuff. Yes, application main. Oh no, this is using other stuff. This is just a regular window. I don't want that. NS popover. Oh, this NS stuff. That said, there's some interesting things going on over here. Create the popover and assign our SwiftUI content view to the popover's content view controller. This is a good start, but we still need to create a status item for the menu bar. Creating a status item. Obj C. There's got to be a new way to do this. There's got to be a better way to do it. Menu bar extra style. Ooh. Wait. A menu bar extra style that renders its content in a popover like available in self is a menu bar extra style that renders its contents like in a popover like window. Can I get like a thing for this? Like a use window to construct the style. Automatic menu bar extra style. Pull down menu bar extra style. Is this what I'm using? A menu bar extra style that renders its context as a menu that pulls down from the icon view. Is that what I have? Let's see what I have. Oh, consecutive statements. Must be separated. Let's just Command Z. Whatever it was I deleted, I need to, there we go. Now it's not mad at me. What is this in? This is in a menu bar extra, and I just have another menu. And then within that I have directory chooser. Can I make one of these bad boys another menu? Does that? No, it's not gonna work. I want to get to the bottom of what this popover thing is. Because this may be what I want. And what is a modal presentation? Print content in a separate view that offers focused interaction. Create modal presentation using a view modifier that defines how the presentation looks in condition under which SwiftUI presents it. SwiftUI detects when the condition changes and makes a presentation for you. Because you provide a binding to the condition that initiates the presentation, Swift can reset the underlying value when the user dismisses the presentation. For design guidance, see modality in the human interface guide. This looks good, but I'm not going to sit here and read it on stream. Dialog severity, following a sheet cover or popover. Prevents the popover when a given condition is true. Prevents popover using the given item as data source for the popover's content. An attachment anchor for a popover. Content is presented, binding, attachment anchor, popover attachment anchor, arrow edge, content, sum, view. Do they have some sort of description on how this works? This method is proper when the contents of SwiftUI view that you provide when a bound Boolean variable is true. Showing popover. Body view button show popover. Self.is showing popover equals true. Dot popover is presented is showing popover. Text popover content dot padding. Show details. Show details at state. This gonna be mad at me? No. Binding bool, use wrapper instead. Binding bool, use wrapper instead. At binding var. Is that what I want? I think so. At binding var. Unknown attribute. Am I doing that wrong? Oh, capital B. binding. Does that do it? Why does it matter to me? Create a tweak connection between a property that stores data and a view that displays and changes that data. State property wrapper to indicate this property's value is the source of truth. At state, okay. Knit, question mark, binding value, creates a binding, how does this work? Base, binding value. Huh. I don't know how any of this works. I have... TV Josh says, Swift, thanks. I needed a good purging. Dude, this is less painful than other cross-platform UI libraries, or than cross-platform UI libraries. So this just kind of comes with the territory, man. Like, I want my app to be like Mac native, so it only sips battery power and stuff. I'm gonna do the same thing with C# later on. So, you know, I guess cope and seethe is all I have to say. Though this is quite painful right now. I'm trying to do something that I think is possible and easy, but it's proving to be difficult and annoying. Oh, that's all I needed? I needed a $sign? Do I still need this at binding? Oh, so I did do this wrong. Does this thing let me fix it though? Like it did before? No, so I need at binding. User reference said fix self-use before all stored properties are initialized. Return from initializer without storing. All right. Details equals true. Self-used before all properties are initialized, and return from initializer without initializing all stored properties. What? But what? But how? Don't want this to be an at state? I don't know how this works. I think I'm in over my head on this. But I'm nearly an hour and a half into this stream, and actually this is perfectly fine. This works. All right, never mind. I nailed it because I'm a genius. That didn't do it. The popover is not available. All right, well, that was a waste of time. So anyway, this is papechanger, and this is as good as it's going to get. Fine. Stop tasks. Screw it. I don't care anymore. I'm over it. Game over, man. Game over. Everyone that's still here, thank you for watching. I give up.